Trust me. I'm sure that people have been calling him and be like, yo, Prime, listen, man, I got you. Just make it through the season and I got you.
Bandwagon Buffs, man. Hell of a game. 2 went for 500. BWB.
Bandwagon Buffs.
That's right.
Buff Nation, what up? BWB, my bandwagon Buffs. What it is, what it does, and what it's gonna be. It's your man's Harry Billion. Family, do me a favor and smash that subscribe button. Make sure to give me the thumbs up and don't forget to hit that bell notification so that you can get the videos as soon as I upload it to YouTube. Family, I gotta go ahead and get into this video real quick, so that's all the business I got. You know what time it is. Let's work.
Dear old Buffs, do y'all know who this guy is that I'm about to show you guys? How come nobody has given him a call?
Maybe they should ask. Because all I can go, not only do I come, and I'm coming, but I get to bring like a herd. I've been on the phone with them all morning. Hey, I've been having a great year. You think I can get in the transfer portal? Hey, yeah. Well, I got dudes, son. It's the 6-0 Army.
Ooh, that's a good point, JB. I don't know why I didn't say that.
Like, all I got to do is pick up the phone, and like, no offense. But if I'm the O-line coach last year, Casey Roddick isn't starting at guard for the number 3 ranked Florida State Seminoles. He's starting at guard for CU. Jake Wiley's not at UCLA. He's starting at guard for CU. Austin Johnson's not at Purdue. He's at CU. Like, I'm doing everything I can to get Weatherby and Miller and the other Weatherby. There's 4 of them. 4. And Zune and Drake Nugent and all these other dudes to CU.
If that's all they got to do is ask, JB, I'm asking, can you please help us? The BWBs, the Bandwagon Buffs, we're asking, JB, can you please call Coach Prime? Can you please talk to him? Offer whatever services you want to offer. If it's a consultation service, whatever it is, they already have a coach. He respects that they already have a coach. And he's saying all they have to do is just ask. All he has to do is make a few phone calls for TLP Sports Club, for all of us who love this program and we're really excited for this program. JB, can you please do us a favor and call the herd? Please call your boys, okay, and help us out. I am absolutely excited for the future of this program. Who is this guy? Do y'all know who this guy is? I'm only going to assume that he's a former Buff. He played for the team, and he's number 60, and you guys know who this is. I'm minding my business on X, formerly known as Twitter, and I come across this guy. And I'm like, oh, wait a minute. The hair in the back of my neck is standing up. And I'm like, this sounds so great. There's a lot here to discuss. As he's talking, my spidey senses are going off. And I'm like, okay, this makes a lot of sense. Let me put a little bit of disclaimer on this, because obviously we need help in the trenches. And everybody and their mama got some fat kid that wants to play. Okay, let me just put that out there. Okay, everybody's going to come up and be Monday morning coach. Everybody's got somebody. There's a fat kid out there that can promise that he can play. I get that part of it. But this guy seems legit. He seems like he knows what he's talking about. I'm like, wait a minute. Well, who's this guy? I know recruiting is about relationships. Obviously, you can't poach. There's a no poaching rule. You can't go to other people's programs and try to get their players away from their programs, okay? Yes, you can try to convince them if you have a relationship with them. So it seems as if this guy has some relationship with some guys in the trenches. He played in the trenches before, and he probably got some fat boys that he can bring to the table. What is his relationship with Coach Prime, the university, Rick George, and other people? What is the relationship that the current coach, the current trenches coach, has with some big guys? We obviously inherited some of the big guys that are here. We don't know some of the conversations that Coach Prime is having in the background. Coach Prime is a well-connected guy. He has the entire NFL behind him. Trust me. I'm sure that people have been calling him and be like, yo, Prime, listen, man, I got you. Just make it through the season and I got you. It seems as if JB, if that's his name, is connected to some fat kids. All right? I'm just calling them fat kids because I need some fat kids. JB looks like a stocky dude. He looks like that dude that we're looking at on the UCLA side. The number 75s, the number 74s, the 72s on the UCLA side that's blocking for that other quarterback. Okay, if we can get some of these big boys, these guys that look scary, because JB looks scary to me. He looks like one of those guys that's like, if you come against him, you get sandwiched. Like, he understands what it's like. You see some of our guys blocking and you're like, but you just missed that block. What is going on? Why can't you make that block? Because their 75 can make that block, their 85 can make that block. Why is it that you can't do the same thing and you look like you're the same size as the other guy. Coach Prime is connected, and he's going to make some phone calls. Some young players have already decided that they're going to take this stuff personal, and they're going to contact Coach Prime, and they're going to be like, look, whatever you're doing up there is obviously working, and I want to be a part of that. I want a taste of that limelight. I want an opportunity to go to the NFL, because right now all eyes are on that offensive line. And anybody that comes up on this offensive line and light it up, I guarantee you they will get an NFL contract, or they will get an opportunity to play in the NFL. This is boiling down to whoever shows up and protects Shedeur is going to be that guy. It's either going to come from the JUCO ranks, or it's going to come from somebody that is persuaded to come over from a different team. One of these high school boys are going to step up, and they're going to impress Coach Prime in that line, and it's going to happen. I don't think that this year is over yet. I'm still going to hold my position. This next game that's coming up, these young men are going to be motivated. They're going to take this stuff personal, and they're still going to play. I still believe in these young men. I don't think this line is done. Whatever's going on with this line, they're going to figure it out for the rest of these games. My spidey senses are going up, and I feel like something's going to still transpire this season. The one thing that we all have to learn, and that a lot of people have already learned, is the one guy that you definitely do not want to bet against is Deion Sanders. You never want to bet against Deion Sanders. There's going to be some turbulence while you try to figure some things out. You just want to have to buckle up and trust the process. That's one thing that I'm trying to do. I'm trusting the process. There is a process. I'm like, look, that process has to include some running of the football, but I'm trusting the process. And I know that Coach Prime is going to figure this out. Colorado football is fun to watch. Once this O-line figures it out, once they start running the ball and figure that out, Colorado football is going to be a problem for a lot of teams. So I'm excited to be a Colorado fan. I'm excited to be a bandwagon buff. A lot is going to transpire from now until the end of the season. As a content creator that is following this team, that's covering this team, this is a great time to be a content creator that covers the CU Buffs. It really is. We're only in the beginning of the storyline. This is not the climax. There's going to be a lot more players that come, wide receivers, running backs, other talented players that come to CU. And this is just beginning. I'm excited for the future of Colorado football, because I feel like what Coach Prime is building is special. And people like JBs, there's going to be a lot more JBs that step up. I'm sure they have already stepped up. People are having conversations. This is the biggest storyline right now for Colorado football. So the fact that the problem has been identified, we can pinpoint where the issues are, where it's not the running backs, it's not the wide receivers, you know what I'm saying? It's not the skill position players, it's the trenches, and that has been clearly identified. Now we just have to go after the solution. And if you know Coach Prime as well connected as he is, Coach Prime is going to figure this out, and this is going to get exciting. I haven't given up on the season, but I'm even more excited for what's about to come. Let me know what you think about JB and what he's talking about. I want to hear from you in the comments. Have you given up on the season? How many more games you think we're going to win? And also, what do you think about the future of Colorado football? I'll see you guys on the next video.
Okay, family, that is all the information that I have for this video. I hope you got a little something out of it. And if you did, please make sure to smash that subscribe button to help this channel grow. That's all I do here. I'm going to have to leave it right there. You know who I am. I'm Harry B. And that right there was the Liberian Perspective. That's TLP Sports Club.